Hello, friend. It's time to restart. I was reading the passage in Matthew where Jesus shares the story of how the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a man who sowed good seed in his field. Now, the landowner in this parable expects to get a good harvest from his good seed, but something happens. Do you remember? But while his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. Now, tares are not wheat, but all the same they grow up with the wheat, taking up the good ground, stealing nutrients from the wheat, and impoverishing the harvest. Now, certainly, believers must learn from this parable that the enemy comes into our own part of the field, into the personal spaces of our daily living, and within our circle of influence. And he comes for one purpose, and that is to thwart and choke out the goodness of Christ in us. Now, the point I wish to make is not that we have a mortal enemy in the devil and his crowd, but let's draw our attention to how the enemy got into the landowner's field in the first place. The tares were sown while his men were sleeping. And so there it is. Are you daily watchful and attentive to the care and protection of the good seed Christ has sown in you? Or do your eyes grow heavy with the distractions and cravings of the world? Have you grown dull and drowsy in your efforts to safeguard and nurture the hope of Christ, forgetful that the truth you hold is not only for yourself, but for the benefit of others, that the harvest in your part of his field might be rich and abundant? No, friend, not today. Today you and I will live alert. We live intentional. We produce as God intended his good seed to produce. But while his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. That is my word of caution today from Restart Church. Thanks for tuning in, and may the Lord bless you as you go.